Minion
Masters!
Mr. King Poof.
Poofs are like the mascot of this game, the Jiggly Poofs, I call them. They're pretty fun little things. They remind me of Sonic Adventures, and you had like the little KO guys. Because I know to get an anti-air, I need to throw a fireball, see? It's either that or use a tank. There you go, so anti-air straight after I throw a fireball. I know my cards quite well. I'm going to wait for a tank at this point because I've got the XP captured, so he's not going to be able to throw much out in that time. I'm going to bring out a big ass tank. Might stop those just because they're coming a bit quick for my liking. Still waiting for the tank. Douche. But again, capturing point, it doesn't matter what he does to me at this point. Right, so here's my tank. He's a level 7, I think. Takes 7 XP to get him out. Now I'm going to back him up with some quick minions. He's brought his tank out, so he was thinking the same as me. Yeah, I'm going to wait for my... No, I'm not. I'm going to bring out loads of minions. Oh, Jesus, so I've won that quick. 1 minute and 50. I've actually won a game in 41 seconds is my record. If anybody's won a game quicker than 41 seconds, come at me, bros. I'll take that challenge because I'm trying to get it as quick as possible. There we go. So we got the challenges upgrade down. Oh, this is what I'm saying. I don't like fighting this guy. The Ravenger, that's it. Scavenge Ravenge. Come at me, bros. Let's capture point. My first 3 Qs, which is my first card you see there, they respawn real quick to start the game. I really like those cards. Okay, we've got the anti-air taking on the air. Sorry, the air taking on the anti-air. Yeah, definitely going to go into these. So these will counter this guy coming across, right? So I'll have time to get my tank out, but I want to capture point because he's gaining XP. And we can't have that. Here we go. Now he's pushing, right? So what happens is we defend, and then we want to push back. We want to teach him not to push. This is our game. You know, you ain't having it. Go. I'm going to bring archers in. I don't know if it's a wise choice, but I think he might go air now. So if he does, I really just want to be able to counter that quick. So I'm going to hit him with a cannonball or fireball just to do some damage, extra damage. I've got time now. He's brought his tank out, believe it or not. Jeez, I didn't think he'd do that. I thought he would have gone air. Personally, I would have gone air if I was him, but I was waiting, so you know, probably not a good move. I'm just going to put everything onto that tank to get rid of it. There you go. Okay, so I think I'm going to wait for my cleaver now, because nothing else is going to do much. Oh no, these guys might. The soldiers might. That's not a tank he's using. That's only a 5, I reckon. Boom, burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Let's have a bit of this. Let's have a bit of this. And another one. I mean, we're going to decimate now. This is my push. It's come to the point where we're going to push real hard now. He's not got this at all. He's not got no defense against that. What he'd done there, he'd used all of his XP saving up for tanks, thinking they were going to win. I counted his tanks with either air combined with low-level minions. Probably 2 sets of low-level minions with an air. That will take down a tank most times and at least stop the tank. You can use your, again, the lightning archers are really good. Let me show you my deck real quick. What I use to counter a tank is the stun lancers. See, the names I give them are not the names that they're actually called. I make them up as I go along. So the stun lancers are really, really good at stopping a tank in its tracks. When you stop a tank in its tracks, you want to be throwing out swarmers. I've got this. Now this is great. If you can unlock this, the Garak Gate. The Garak Gate is where it's at. You get a chance of getting 7 swarmers, 2 dragon whelps, or 1 cleaver, all of which are great. So any of those are handy. I like the dragon whelps, of course, because they're air. And then I have my own dragon whelp, which is slightly more, I believe, resistant than the other two that one puts out. But they may be the same. They just seem like they last longer. Then, of course, my anti-air tank is the Annihilator. If they do bring air in, I can use spear throwers, I can use dragon whelp, and hopefully this will give me dragon whelps as well. So I have 3 options for anti-air there. All else fails, fireball will take down anti-airs, of course, if you land it. And my cleaver is pretty much my tankiest thing I'm using, so that's what I call my tank. I also call my Annihilator my tank because he's got decent health and he can take down air and ground. Legionnaires are great. They're the 4 soldiers you see that just they walk very robotic with their swords. They're great to use just for taking down mid-level cards. So yeah, that's what I'm using at the moment. We are really getting through this now, so I'm going to keep this pace going, keep the steam rolling. Like I say, we've lost 2 games in the last hour and a half, so we're not actually bad standing at all. This guy's using the same tower defense as me, so this one will be an interesting one to see how he's playing, what he's playing with, and how he tends to play his game. A lot of people start like that. They all use those little rats that capture both points. They're really pointless. Honestly, I'm telling you now, they're really pointless. I mean, I don't know who you're playing against that would let that happen. I mean, I've got both points captured and I'm already on the attack. And you did nothing. You did nothing at the moment. Unless he's saving for tanks, which is possible. So I'm going to bring out my stun archers or lancers. Because they will counter any tank that he tries to bring out. At least hold the tank back. They won't destroy the tank. There we go. Unfortunately, my lancers have gone the opposite way. So I'm just going to bring out a big boy to take him down. There we go. Big boy against big boy. He's using a very similar deck to me, but definitely not as practical. He doesn't look like he's waiting either for the right characters at the right time, the right cards. He's just throwing cards out randomly. What I tend to do is I save my anti-airs for when I feel I'm going to need them. If you waste them off too early, I don't use my lancers and I don't use my whelps. I keep those well tucked away and waiting for my opportunity. Right, there's my stun lancers are out. 1 minute 40 seconds. What up, Jeff? Jeff's in his house. See you playing some Tekken last night. I was about to come in there and give you a little spanking, boy. I was going to give you a spanking. But it was like 3 o'clock in the morning or something for me, so I was eyes were hanging a bit. You know, I've had some good sleep today though, which makes a change. I hadn't slept from Friday all the way through to Sunday night. Giving me a spanking? Oh yes, boy. I'll give you a proper spanking. Jeff's a regular of ours. He comes in on the regs and chills with the drunk no matter what I'm playing, so I appreciate that, Jeff. I don't know if you know about this game, Jeff, or if you've ever played this game, but it is very addictive, very easy to play, quite fun. This is my description, right? I did it at the beginning of the stream. It's a deck building tower defense PvP. It took me ages to get that out. So basically you get yourself a deck, and each deck has a different minion you spawn, and you have to use your minions wisely and counter the other guy's minions to take down his tower. I'm quite good at it, to be fair. Okay, I've got a feeling he's going to go air attack in a minute, but we are smashing the granny out of him at the moment. I predicted when I start, and I've told everybody, 4 out of 5 wins I get. 4 out of 5 matches I get a wins. We are only bronze tier at the moment, so I don't want to let them down because I am keeping up to it really well. If anything, more than 4 out of 5. More like 9 out of 10. A game the drunk is good at isn't called Realm Royale. Shut up. Or Street Fighter 5. I am pretty dapper at Street Fighter 5, I have to give it that. I need the practice though, like I just don't have the time. I've used my lancers on the wrong point because I'm talking to the mofo Jeff in the Chizal. Okay, so what we're going to do, we use lancers just because that's all I've got. Ideally, I just want to take point back. Right, I'm going to tank it up, we'll get a tank out. I don't even have to worry. I don't even have to worry. That sounds like a chill stream. What, tomorrow? God of War? Hell yeah. Well, it was a bit as chill as the Drunken can keep it. Do you know what I mean? The Drunken isn't exactly the chillest stream around. God of War, the one with the little kid in it. That's the one. I haven't played it. It's the newest one. We did God of War 3 around 6 months ago, and I really enjoyed that. And then I thought I need to play the PS3 spin-off God of Wars. But I never got around to it, and Ashlike was like, you know, I've seen other streamers do this game. You'd be great to do this game. Do you have it? I was like, no. And he was like, do you know what? I'll sort it out for you. So he did. Oh, that was a bad start from me there. I don't know why I did that. Let's go. I'm going to have to back those Lancers up because they are useless against anything other than anti-air. Brought a tank out to start with. Why would you do this? This is just smassage all day long. Look at the damage. Look at his life bar going down. Top right. That is game over, Sonny Jim. Why would you bring a tank out so quick? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Okay, he's going for his push. This is a weak push. I'm just going to let them guys get killed off by my tower there. That is a very weak push. So I've got stun lancers coming out. Stun lancers will stun anything bigger than a basic minion. They're pretty useless on basic minions. They're just going to stab and kill but take damage. We need to take points. I've realised he took both points. So maybe he's doing a sneaky on me. Maybe he's distracting me. I don't know. I doubt it very much. Right, we in. This is our push now. So this is game. This is game or not. If we don't take it at this point, he could come back with a win. It's unlikely. Anti-aired him. I mean, I still need to anti-air that guy because he can just sit there hitting my tower and my tower can't do a damn thing about it. But I need to get rid of this whammons that's coming in here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait. Like, what's your damage, yeah? Ready? And I'm just going to go, Hoo! Boom. Okay, sweet. We are back in the game. He pushed hard there. He done some real good damage. Just going to kill off these guys. Set fire to their ass. And we in. Nice, got it. I'm going to put some air damage in now. I don't think he can anti-air for shizzle. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to have to bring a tank out because he's pushing real hard. I don't even know if I have time to bring a tank out, to be honest.
I told you I'm muddy.
This is me. This is me dead. He actually pushed hard. Oh, I ain't going to have time. That was jammy. I ain't going to win. This is... If I win this, this is going to be... He's brought a tank out. This is all bad. Alright, let's see what he's got. I'm going to go hard on this one. This is the last push for me. One hit and I'm dead. We're not doing damage that we need to, but we are keeping the tank back. Jesus Christ. How am I keeping him off me? Got little minions coming in. This is bad news. Boom. So close. That was a tight match. That was the best match I've had in a long time.